Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Let's Talk United, and today's just a brief discussion video on whether or not I think Manchester United can get top 4 at the end of the season. It has looked a lot more uncomfortable for us the last few games and maybe in the last few months on whether or not we can achieve top 4, especially when you have the likes of Arsenal, who are now above us, that were several positions below us not too long ago. Liverpool, who were 10 points below us not too long ago, now they're only 2 points below us. It has been tough lately for us, and it's mainly because our away form has been terrible. We're losing points, whether we're losing away like Swansea, or we're just not picking up away wins like Stoke and West Ham that we saw around the Christmas period. We've only got 11 games left, and while there are some positives to take from the Sunderland game, and there are some negatives that we still have that we might see in future games. The positive being that we were very attacking, and we did bring in wing play, and hopefully against the likes of Newcastle and some of the weaker teams that we will be facing, that we will dominate those games and put them away, score a lot of goals, make sure our goal difference is up more than the other teams by the end of the season, because that will be important, especially when top 4 spots are this close to each other. Then we have the likes of tough fixtures that are coming up. We have Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, and they will be tough games. We do need to get as many points as possible. So yes, people will see the Chelsea game as, it's not that important in the likes of needing those 3 points in order so Chelsea don't go 3 points above us. We need those 3 points no matter who we're facing. It doesn't matter if we're facing Hull, Newcastle, it doesn't matter if we're facing a rival team like Liverpool, who are going to be challenging us for the same spot. We need 3 points from every game. There are only 33 points left, and Arsenal and Liverpool are starting to hit some form for the last few games. They're really starting to put in some wins and score goals, and we can't afford them the opportunity to catch up on us anymore. Liverpool were knocked out of Europe, so that's less games they have to play. They're not coming back a day or two before they play a Premier League game, and Arsenal, the way it's looking, might end up being knocked out of the Champions League soon by Monaco, so they're going to have less games as well. Liverpool still in the FA Cup like us and Arsenal, but that's only like 1 or 2 games left. I don't think that's going to be much of an impact on them. So at the moment, all 3 teams practically have just Premier League games left, and it's down to, I have a feeling it will be down to the Arsenal and Liverpool fixture. I think that we need to beat both teams in order for us to get top 4, and I think that even if we do slip up against smaller opposition, and even if we don't get all 3 points and Liverpool and Arsenal are able to go 1 or 2 points above us, then if we can still beat them in those fixtures against them, that we will be able to secure top 4. Both teams like their expansive and the attacking football mentality, and I'd see us being able to win both games just by playing on the counter, sitting a lot of players back, making sure we don't give them enough space to take shots from, and then hitting them on the counter. The only problem being for me is the Arsenal against City. They really changed their mentality. They didn't do the usual attractive football, playing, expanding the pitch, sending half their team forward, if not more of it, and again getting hit on the counter. They played a lot deeper. They really did try to break up Man City's play and then hit them on the counter. And when Arsenal come to Old Trafford, I have a feeling that Arsene Wenger might try and implement that style again, or maybe not, because teams aren't really afraid of us this season, and I think it will really be the Arsenal game will boil down to whether or not Arsenal play counter attack or not. If they try and dominate the game like they usually would, because we are weak at the back, then I see us winning. If they sit back and try to play counter, I think we will struggle, and we've struggled against a lot of teams that have done that because we just haven't been able to break them down. But on saying that, we have implemented this 4-2-3-1 where we're playing wingers, we're trying to expand the field ourselves, so teams that sit back might struggle to sit back against us now, which is a positive. We need to bring in attacking play. We really do need to get all 3 points from every game, and the Newcastle game tomorrow away really will help us. I think getting a good away win will boost the morale of the players. It will boost our confidence in the fans, for sure, and I think it will really help us. But I do think it will boil down to just those 2 games, the one against Arsenal, the one against Liverpool, that really will determine our fate. And yes, 5th place will be, I think, a failure, but it is better than 7th, and it has been a tough league. And if we do get 5th, it will be our own fault. It won't be because other teams were out but better than us. It will be because our away form was so bad that we weren't able to get the points that we deserved. If you look back at the Burnley game, the Sunderland game, the West Ham game, the Swansea game, so many away games this season where we either lost or picked up a draw that we should have won. Those points, if we had got them now by putting away teams like we should have, we'd be in a much more comfortable position. We'd even be in second. If you think about Burnley away, Leicester away, that's 5 points. If we had those 5 points right now, we'd be on the same amount of points as Manchester City, and that's Leicester and Burnley, 2 teams that came up from the Championship last season. So it has been our away form, and hopefully that can change because there are very few games left. My prediction for how the season will go at the end of it, I think Chelsea will keep first. I think that Man City will keep some form going. If they start losing any more games or struggling against any more opposition, they will fall down and probably have a top 4 struggle themselves. But I can see them retaining second. I'm going to predict United getting third, and that's just because of the Arsenal and Liverpool game. I think the Arsenal and Liverpool game we will win. And I think our performance against the bigger teams such as City and Chelsea and teams that beat us last season has been really improved. So I think we will get at least a point from a Chelsea and at least a point from City, and that will really help us get that third spot. And I'm going to guess Liverpool will beat Arsenal for that 4th place. I think that they really have worked on a system on how to beat smaller teams and how to score goals, and unless they lose some form or something happens to a key player such as Coutinho, I don't see them slipping up. But at the most, I can only see them getting 4th place. I don't see them even trying to attempt 3rd. They've got too many players that are making mistakes at the back. They're too defensively weak, and this system really does seem like they're piling everything forward and preventing teams from being able to attack them because they've got so many players in the midfield and so many fast players just hitting it forward constantly. But yeah, that's my opinion. Those are my thoughts. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. I'd really like to hear what you guys think will happen at the end of the season, whether or not we will be able to pick up wins against Arsenal and Liverpool. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. You know, I always feel I'll post a few things up there, and if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.